Zohran Mamdani seems like your humble, everyday leader, but behind that modest image lies a hidden empire. From Hollywood sets to political power, his family's secrets of wealth and influence are shocking, because truth be told, Mamdani's family is richer than you think. Parents. If you really want to understand how Zohran Mamdani ended up with power, confidence, and a lifestyle that stretches across continents, you have to start with the real stars of the family, his parents. And trust me, these two aren't your everyday mom and dad. They're a global power couple with more awards, more properties, and more money than most people could dream of. Let's begin with his mother, Mira Nair. Now, if you think Hollywood is tough, Mira didn't just survive it, she dominated it. She's the award-winning director behind films like Monsoon Wedding, The Namesake, and the Oscar-nominated Salaam Bombay. Yup, that same Salaam Bombay. That made the world stop and look at India in a totally new way. And get this, she was the first woman ever to win the Golden Lion Award at the Venice Film Festival. That's basically one of the highest honors a filmmaker can get. However, her success isn't just about awards. It's about money, serious money. With a net worth estimated at $22 million, Mira built her fortune through her production company, Mirabai Films, and innovative real estate moves. Can you believe that she even turned down a chance to direct a Harry Potter movie because she wanted to stay independent? Who turns down Harry Potter? Only someone who's already rich enough to pick passion over paychecks. Well, Mira wasn't choosing between money and art. She already had both. But her story is only half of the family empire. Now let's talk about Mahmood Mamdani, Zohran's father. For starters, Mahmood isn't your regular college professor. He's a world-famous Ugandan scholar, a leading expert in politics. At Columbia University, one of the top schools in the world, he has held titles such as the Herbert Lehman Professor, which means he is among the most respected, highest-ranking, and best-funded professors at the university. A Columbia professor at his level often earns more than $250,000 a year, including book royalties from books like Citizen and Subject, speaking invitations around the world, and consulting fees. So yeah, Mahmood isn't just smart, he's well-paid smart. But here's a part of the story most people don't know. Both Mira and Mahmood come from families with deep, complicated roots, especially in Uganda. And Mahmood's family? Their history reads like a movie. Before the 1970s, they were running businesses and building wealth. But then Idi Amin took power, a military ruler known for kicking out thousands of Asians from Uganda almost overnight. Mahmood's family was forced to leave everything behind and start over in the United Kingdom. In 1992, when Uganda changed, some of its old properties were returned to it, almost as if life were giving it a second chance at wealth. And you guessed right, they took it. Together, Mira and Mahmood's net worth is estimated at $30 million, supported by a global real estate portfolio that looks like a travel magazine. Their villa in Uganda? A 5-bedroom dream home on Buziga Hill, overlooking Lake Victoria. We're talking a 15-meter pool, badminton courts, tropical gardens full of exotic birds, armed guards, a veranda with an outdoor tandoor oven that would run $20,000 to build in New York, spa-style bathrooms, and long, open balconies designed for the kind of sunrise views money can't usually buy. The whole package. They even rent it out for up to $650 a night during the holidays. Not bad for a family house, right? And that's just one property. They've owned a sleek home in West Chelsea, Manhattan, valued at around $2 million today, as well as properties in New Delhi and New York. Mira herself says she is privileged to have 3 homes in 3 continents. A humble flex. If the Mamdani family story already feels impressive, wait until you meet the woman standing beside Zohran. Zohran's wife. Rama Duwaji isn't just the mayor's wife. She's an artist, a quiet powerhouse, and honestly, one of the most stylish, soft-spoken luxury icons New York didn't see coming. Rama's life looks gentle on the outside, but her story is full of passion, struggles, and love. Just like Zohran, Rama grew up between cultures and continents, and that shaped everything about her. Her voice, her art, and the calm confidence she carries today. Born in Houston, Texas, to Syrian Muslim parents from Damascus, Syria, she moved to Dubai at age 9. Kids there called her the American because of her American style, but when she returned to the US 9 years later, she suddenly didn't feel American enough. It was a strange in-between space that could break some people, but Rama turned it into fuel and used it to make art. Believe me, looking into the details of her life, it is clear that Rama isn't playing a supportive role in Zohran's story. She's a star in her own world. Rama is an illustrator, animator, and ceramist based in Brooklyn, New York, and her work is the kind that stops you mid-scroll. She draws women reading, playing music, cooking, simple moments that feel warm and full of life. But that's not all. Her art also features topical issues like the crisis in Gaza, Yemen, and Sudan, ICE raids in American cities, stories of war, migration, and survival. Her art pieces move like poetry, quiet but sharp, gentle but unafraid. And trust me, the world is hungry for her art. She's worked with The New Yorker, BBC, Apple, Spotify, The Washington Post, Vice, the kind of client list most artists only dream about. Rama's financial empire extends far beyond the glamorous world of art. She teaches workshops, runs community ceramic sessions, and creates plates that look like little museums you can eat off. Financially, Rama's net worth is somewhere around $400,000. You might not know this, but for an artist in New York, that's a solid net worth. Rama and Zohran met on Hinge in 2021. Yes, the same dating app people swear they'll delete forever and reinstall 2 hours later. They fell in love and got married. And the wedding that followed? Let's just say we'll get to that later. But here's where the story gets even better. Rama didn't just fall in love with Zohran, she supported him. She helped design the campaign's entire look, sharpen the message, and even volunteered in his office to help immigrants complete their paperwork. No spotlight, just pure support. On election night, she stepped out in all black, velvet, lace, and a denim top with detailed embroidery from a Palestinian-Jordanian designer. Not your average department store piece, more like a $700 statement that says, "Yes, I'm stylish," and yes, it means something. If that was impressive, then wait until you meet the man of the moment. Zohran Mamdani, the people's mayor. Introducing Zohran Mamdani feels unnecessary at this point. He's the household name of extraordinary success, and his net worth? Let's say it's reaching the stars and beyond. But here's the twist. For someone with access to family wealth stretching across 3 continents, Zohran lives like a man who is trying to outrun luxury, and maybe he is. He grew up surrounded by everything comfort could buy: money, travel, the quiet villas, and an education that most families couldn't afford, even in their dreams. Zohran attended the elite Bank Street School in Manhattan, where tuition today can cross $66,000 a year just for elementary school. Everything about his childhood pointed toward a life of ease. Yet as an adult, he chose something completely different. Instead of slipping into a life shaped by estates and staff, he moved into a 1-bedroom apartment in Queens, New York. Instead of private drivers or even owning a luxurious car, he relies on public transit like a regular New Yorker. And here's the crazy part. Instead of staying covered in the safety net of a $30 million family empire, he is pushing for policies that will favor the poor. The contrast is clear. Even the blind could see. Zohran could live like royalty, but he lives like a college resident advisor. Regardless, Zohran is a hotshot financially. His personal net worth sits around $300,000. Comfortable, sure, but here is the twist. He pays rent like everyone else. He waits for the subway like everyone else. He buys regular groceries, not imported hampers flown in from Dubai. And he does it while his family's estates offer heated pools and lake views. That tension between what he has and what he chooses says more than any political speech ever could. Just because he chooses simplicity doesn't mean the man can't taste luxury. Zohran owns 4 acres of land near the Nile River, valued at $250,000, calm and untouched, waiting for whatever dream he eventually plants there. Zohran's life is not without challenges. You know politics is dirty. Billionaires spent millions trying to stop his rise. And still, he won the election. Not because he had power behind him, but because he had people behind him. And that's the real story here. A man born into wealth, but using it to fight the wealthy. Zohran is not just the new mayor. He's proof that wealth can build walls, or it can build warriors. What do you think? Will power change Zohran, or will he continue serving the people? Let me know in the comments. Like this video, click on the cards on your screen for more.